Hey, what's good, LBK? This is Robert Jenkins. Want to welcome y'all to this episode 28 of the FocusLBK show. This is for March 18th, 2024. Man, we had a seriously busy weekend. We was out of town zipping up and down these highways and byways. Got me feeling like the Texas country reporter up in this mug, you know what I'm saying? We had the pleasure to go down to Austin for our day job and did a real good job down there collecting some interviews, filming some stuff, and some amazing West Texas and Lubbock based musicians. We did a lot of good stuff this weekend down there. But before we get into that, we want to, of course, get into what's going on. And actually, there's quite a few cool things going on in the LBK, man. But before we do that, I'm gonna try something here. First of all, I want to read y'all. I found this little meme. It's not really a meme, but it's one of them pictures with some cool words by it. It's not quite a meme, but it's similar to a meme. Anyway, I wanted to read that because I felt like this was very appropriate and very insightful, and I just wanted to share it with somebody. And it's got an arm reaching down, like trying to reach out down to you to help you out, give you a hand up, and it says, "An unhealed person can find offense in pretty much anything someone does. A healed person understands that the actions of others have absolutely nothing to do with them. Each day, you get to decide which one you will be." Man, I feel like that's worth repeating. It say, an unhealed person can find offense in pretty much anything someone does. A healed person understands that the actions of others have absolutely nothing to do with them. Each day, you get to decide which one you want to be. I'm telling you, I'm not pointing that at nobody and at no thing. It ain't no situation going on or nothing like that. I was just surfing the internet looking for things that's going on, and that's what I found. Anyway, like I said, take that if it helps you out. I hope it does, because it really just made me feel good reading that and made me say, That's one of them things make you say, yeah, that meant something. Anyway, as usual, we will open up the show with what's going on. And as usual, there is plenty going on in the LBK, Lubbock, Texas, USA. And one of the things that I noticed that caught my eye looked like it's going to be of course, the East Lubbock Art House. They always doing something. Shout out to Danielle over there. But they got a juvenile Know Your Rights training event coming up. It's going to be March 23rd at 4 p.m. at the East Lubbock Art House. And it looks like it's put on by the Texas Tech NLG. I'm not sure what that NLG stands for, but it says Youth Know Your Rights Training. Do you know what to do when the popos come to question you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? Y'all remember that? Yeah, but do you know what to do when the police come to question you? Well, please join the Texas Tech, here it go, National Lawyers Guild for a new training to educate, and empower young people of Lubbock on their legal rights when interacting with law enforcement. Lubbock youth and college students are encouraged to attend, but all are welcome. Refreshments look like will be served. I clipped this off YouTube. Not YouTube, but Facebook. The Big Book of Faces, Necessary Evil, as one of my favorite rap groups say. Anyway, it's going to be a presentation by Pamela Gandy. She's a public defender from the Concho Valley Public Defender's Office. Sound like that's from down around San Angelo, Concho Valley, talking about. It's going to be, again, 3/23/24. 3/23/24, March 23rd at 4 p.m. at the East Lubbock Art House. And man, I have to say, I think we're going to try to get over there. I'm going to be hauling tail coming from work trying to get over there. But man, it looked like something dope. We definitely going to try to get out to see that. Yeah. And also coming up on Tuesday, 19 March, that's Tuesday, 19 March 2024, at the Scottish Rite Temple at 1101 70th Street in Lubbock, Texas. Delta Sigma Theta, the NAACP, 100 Black Men, Laima, And man, there's another little organization. I can't quite see their shield right here. Apologies goes out. But they are going to be sponsoring the Community Candidate Forum. And man, that right there, come and meet all the qualified candidates before you vote. This right here is an excellent little deal, man. It's an excellent little thing to go on, to go to and attend, because we'll be voting coming up here in May, and Tuesday, 19 March 2024. Your opinion matters, it says. I'm looking at the flyer right here. It says, come out and meet all the qualified candidates before you vote. Candidates will respond to your questions. That right there, you are invited to the Community Candidate Forum. That sounds like a real good event. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get out there myself, man, and see, can't we get a camera out there and get a little camera crew? And by camera crew, I mean me and Mr. Nugent. But nonetheless, we'll get out there and see if we can't snag some interesting little snippets and clippets, you know what I'm saying? And we'll put that up on FocusLBK.show. Y'all know how we do. How we like to cover things like that. And yeah, that sounds like a super worthwhile event, man. So we encourage y'all to get out there. That's Tuesday, 19 March 2024 at the Scottish Rite Temple, 1101 70th Street in Lubbock, Texas. Doors open at 7. Event runs until about 9 o'clock. The candidates will respond to your questions. So come with your questions written down and ready to go. You know what I'm saying? It's exactly the kind of stuff we like to support, because the mission here at the Focus LBK show is to elevate the conversation in the community. So that's what we trying to do. Yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. Speaking of some of the good stuff going on, if you are the parent of a high school senior, or if you are a high school senior yourself and you are wanting to attend an HBCU, did y'all know they have a common black college application out there? It's an application you can go to at commonblackcollegeapp.com. That's commonblackcollegeapp.com, and you can pay a $20 fee one time, and you get to simultaneously apply to 65 different historically black colleges and universities. Man, that sounds like a good deal right there. Of course, when I was coming up, I went to Wiley College, of course, home of the great debaters and all that, over in Marshall, Texas. And we did not have anything like that. But thanks to Miss Gloria Carter back in the day at Lubbock High, she took us on that trip called the Black College Tour, HBCU Tour. And we went all throughout East Texas and Western Louisiana, and went to several black colleges. And that's how I got to Wiley College. Now, all you got to do is go on commonblackcollegeapp.com and fill it out. Application gets sent to 65 HBCUs, and it looks like it's $20, man. It just looks like you can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a college senior trying to go to an HBCU, or if you're the parent of a college senior trying to go to an HBCU, bam, there you go. It don't get no easier than that. At least it don't look like it do. Yeah, so Lubbock, man, I told y'all at the top of the show, this weekend was super busy, and I'm happy for that. I ain't complaining at all. It's good to be busy, you know what I'm saying? But one of the things that we got to do, me and a crew from the city of Lubbock, man, we went down to Austin, Texas, and there's a podcast, another podcast that I take part in, and it's called the Lubbock LBK Rhythm and Roots. I always say it's LBK Rhythm and Roots podcast. You can catch them on iTunes and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, they focus on music by West Texas and Lubbock, Texas native singers and songwriters. And I really dig the show. I helped produce the show, and so of course I dig it because I helped produce it. But I think y'all would dig it too, because if you like good music, man, this show has, man, that's what they are all about. We actually go out and record live podcasts with musicians, and you can check out the music. But yeah, you can go check it out at the City of Lubbock's website, Go up there and type Focus. I'm not type in Focus LBK show, but also don't forget to type in LBK Rhythm and Roots. You can catch them, like I say, on iTunes and all that stuff. Well, anyway, while we were down in Austin is because y'all they had South by Southwest going on. Now we didn't go to that, and I'm kind of glad because I've been there before, and man, it's just a big old busy hustle and bustle, ridiculously overwhelming event. But what we did while South by Southwest was going on, we went down there and we were able to catch two different groups. Well, one of them is a group and one of them is an individual that we talked to. And man, I am so proud and so happy to have been able to take part in that. Now, tune in to the City of Lubbock's YouTube channel to see these actual interviews. They're gonna be out in a couple of weeks, probably a couple of weeks to about a month. But one of the groups that we talked to was called the West Texas Exiles, and they are a group of several West Texas and cats: Marco Gutierrez, Daniel Davis, Colin Gilmore, Eric Harrison, and Trinidad Leal on drums. And man, they are some really dope singer-songwriters, and we got a chance to go down to their studio. And let me tell you something. When I saw their studio, y'all know I'm a little old wannabe musician, man, but really kind of a multimedia artist, and part of that multimedia art that I produce is music. So me and my brother Cambrell, and really my brother Jason J. Swift, we all are wannabe musicians. And when I was down there in Austin, peeping out these West Texas Exiles and interviewing them, we actually interviewed them in their own studio. They have a whole building right next to one of the guys' houses. His house is next door, and right next door he's got a real dope studio. And I'm telling you what, you know how we say it in West Texas, I'm telling you what, you got to put that what on it. I tell you what, that has just really motivated me to get me a location. And I have a studio at my crib, but I want to have a studio out in the community somewhere, because that's part of our dream here, is to have people come in from the community all over the LBK, Lubbock, Texas, USA, and just come in and make music and do their art and help them produce, as well as produce our own stuff. Man, we have got to get moving on this. I'm talking to me right now. I ain't even talking to y'all. I'm telling me we got to get moving on this. Me. You hear me? Me? That sounded strange, but I really am talking to myself on that one. But then again, I'm talking to everybody out there, man. Get started on your dream. Don't be sitting back, and time is of the essence, because time is just passing by. It don't wait on nobody. I'm telling you. I've been had this dream since I was about 2000. I don't even know how old I was in 2000. That was, what was that? This is 24, so I guess I was, really? Dang, man, I'm old. In 2000, that was 23, 24 years ago. So I guess I was 26 or something like that. So I've been had this dream probably since about 2000 to have a studio. And when we were down here at the West Texas Exile studio, their studio was so dope, and it was so inspirational. And this group, man, these cats, they looked the part. They all some smooth looking young cats not young cats. I don't know. I'd say they probably in my age cohort, but heading toward middle age. But they all dope. They all look good. Got the cowboy hats, the boots, the jeans, all playing on some kind of stringed instrument, from mandolins to guitars and basses. Like I say, you got Trinidad on drums over there, man. And one of the most surprising things, I wish I could play a little bit of the stuff we recorded for you, but I ain't gonna do that because it ain't my show. However, if you could have been there, one of the most surprising things, first of all, the music was dope. The instrumentality, the musicianship was dope. But what was surprising, the cat that sung lead, and I cannot recall his name. Well, there's 4 or 5 different names. I can't remember exactly what his name was. But when he sang, man, his voice was totally surprising to come out of him. You know how you look at somebody and you think you know how their voice gonna sound, and then when they sang, it'd be like, yo, that is not what I thought he was gonna sound like. This cat did not sound like what I thought he was gonna sound like. He sounded dope, but it was in a very, very unique voice. Anyway, y'all stay tuned because we gonna have that West Texas Exiles. They got a show coming up in March. Matter of fact, toward the end of this month, toward the end of March, they got a show coming up over at the Blue Light over there downtown in the Music District near Buddy Holly Center and all that. Y'all know where the Blue Light is. Go down there and peep them out because they're gonna be playing, and we're gonna put this podcast episode out, kind of as a prelude or an advertisement to wet your whistle the week before they get here. So anyway, West Texas Exiles, group of exquisite musicians with amazing voices, and all of them, as the name implies, are from West Texas and surrounding areas. You know what I'm saying? Now, another gentleman that we interviewed down there in Austin is a cat named Dickie Lee Erwin. And I have to say, LBK, I am super proud of the footage and audio that we got. Again, y'all gonna have to stay tuned and go to the City of Lubbock's YouTube channel or to the LBK Rhythm and Roots podcast and subscribe to them. But oh man, first of all, this cat lived out kind of in the country, not surrounding Austin, not too far away from Austin. Really, it felt like we were still in the city. He was just in a undeveloped area of the city. It was still real rural feeling, you know what I'm saying? Out a little ways from the downtown area. And oh man, first of all, you talking about a down home, humble, just a joyful cat. He was cool as a fan, Dickie Lee Erwin. And to be so down home and humble and unassuming and joyful, this cat is, man, he is famous. He has a day named after him in Austin. When you get a day named after you in your city, yo, I wish I could get a day. I got to figure out what I can do to get a day named after me here in the LBK. Wouldn't that would be dope, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you like to have your own day? Well, this cat got his own day, Dickie Lee Erwin Day. He's been doing it for decades, man. Got a smooth white beard, got the little hat tilted on, plays banjo and guitar and all kind of stuff. And okay, so while we're sitting there interviewing this gentleman, we got our light road set up, on the road set up with two small DSLR cameras and one of them H4n recorders, but yet we still got some good sounding and good looking stuff. But yo, he's sitting there and he plays this song called Texas Midnight Highway. And it was based on a true story now. He wrote the lyrics, and it's about they coming back from a gig or going to a gig somewhere probably. And what did he say? He was he said he was in between two cities. I can't remember the two cities, but two of them little country towns, Marfa and something like that. But anyway, he said they was out there in the middle of nowhere driving, and they see a huge, like 10-foot beast with red eyes and wings. And it was like staring at the car, and they were staring at it, and they passed by, and it looked right down at the car when they passed by, and it was just a spooky trip, and they was lost. And he said it might have been some interesting substances that were partaken of, but he said he hadn't partaken of any interesting materials. He hadn't ingested anything. But he said it was somebody in the car had ingested something very interesting and stimulating, but he hadn't partaken of it, and nor had this other cat, and they all saw the same thing. Whether they was under the influence or not, nobody can confirm, you know what I'm saying? But man, it was such a great song, kind of spooky and kind of eerie, but yet a little bit sad, a little bit funky. Just a good song. And it's a link right here. Y'all can peep it out. But man, like I say, man, I'm so humbled and proud to have been a part of that. Texas Country Reporter got me feeling like the Texas Country Reporter rolling through here. Also, LBK, and y'all probably have noticed if you have been peeping out the website that we have a dynamic new author, gentleman named Kenyon Andrews. He's got a dope article up, and it's called A Love Story for a City, Sheila Patterson Harris, on love, leadership, and leaving Lubbock better than she found it. So that's a real good article we got up there. I want to say peace to Kenyon Andrews, and looking forward to a long, fruitful journey with this this accomplished gentleman. He's a master's, working on his PhD, getting that done, and he's a great writer. Uh, we have a wide variety of viewpoints on this website, and we welcome him to the Focus LBK show, and we say, hey man, keep going, and we hope y'all enjoy his latest, A Love Story for a City. Also, y'all stay tuned. I'll be putting out another article, and from my own libertarian perspective, and I would say paleo libertarian, paleo, I don't know what you would call it, man, but it's just based on the things that my ancestors taught and showed me and what has worked for us to get us to where we are. That's my perspective, and got this article coming up too. So y'all stay tuned. As you're probably noticing, what we're trying to do, we're trying to keep up the pictures, we're trying to keep up the video, but we're also trying to shore up the writing, the articles. You know what I'm saying? It's an online magazine, the Focus LBK show. It's kind of like a newspaper, kind of like a podcast. It's kind of like a lot of stuff. By the way, if you want to get in contact with us at the Focus LBK show and throw your hat in the ring and with us, all you got to do is hit us up at 806-642-0949. That's 806-642-0949. And we'll take anybody that has skills and a desire to participate and also help us further our mission. And if you don't know, the Focus LBK show strives to be an arc of information for the people of West Texas. It's news and views from Lubbock, Texas, USA, what's going on and things to do. Local music and art, Lubbock and South Plains history, and oral history, plus original poetry and hip hop. So we are soliciting contributors. If you would like to help us make it do what it do, just hit us up once again at 806-642-0949. And hey, LBK, we have enjoyed talking with you on this. Technically, we are recording on a Sunday, but you'll be hearing this show tomorrow on Monday. We have enjoyed talking with y'all. We hope you have a real dope week coming up. Hope everything go your way. And if it don't go your way, we hope you learn something as you struggle and stride and make it do what it do and try to overcome. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, lover, man, peace to y'all. Have a great week. We will see you next time. All right. Peace.